Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt that little twinge of concern about the day ahead? Maybe it's the stiffness in your joints, or you feel like getting out of bed takes just a little more effort than it used to. We all go through that moment when we realize that, yes, time is marching on, and it can be a bit harder to get started some mornings. But here's the good news. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you need to lose your independence or feel like your energy is slipping away. In fact, there are simple things you can do every day to feel more energized, more capable, and more independent. In this video, we're going to explore 5 things you can do every morning to help you stay as independent as possible after 70. They're not complicated, and they don't require a gym membership or any fancy equipment. Just a little time and attention. By making these small habits a regular part of your morning routine, you can feel stronger, more focused, and more in control of your day. Let's start with the first thing you can do to give your body a little extra support as you age. Stretch. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not trying to become a contortionist or take yoga classes. And that's completely okay. But stretching your body each morning can do wonders for keeping your muscles, joints, and tendons flexible and mobile. It's a quick, easy way to reduce stiffness and get the blood flowing right away. Plus, stretching has been shown to help improve posture, reduce the risk of falls, and even boost your mood. You don't need to do an hour-long routine either. Just a few minutes will do. Start with something simple like reaching your arms overhead, gently stretching your back, and then bending down to touch your toes, or as close as you can get. If you have a chair nearby, you can do some seated stretches as well. For instance, sitting down and lifting one leg at a time, straightening it, and holding for a few seconds can help with flexibility in your hips and legs. It's easy to do, doesn't take much time, and helps set the tone for a productive day. One of the benefits of stretching in the morning is that it wakes up your body and prepares you for the day ahead. It's kind of like giving your muscles a gentle reminder that they're needed. And if you can make stretching a part of your morning ritual, you'll likely find that you feel more alert, less stiff, and more mobile as the day progresses. Now, let's move on to something just as important: hydration. When you wake up in the morning, your body has just gone through hours of sleep, and that means you're probably a little dehydrated. Dehydration can contribute to feeling sluggish or tired, and can also affect your digestion, your mood, and your overall energy levels. That's why it's so important to start your day with a glass of water. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just plain water works wonders. Drinking water in the morning helps your body rehydrate, kickstarts your metabolism, and supports your kidneys and digestion. It's also a great way to wake up your system before you even step foot out of bed. If you're someone who struggles to drink enough water during the day, starting off with a glass in the morning sets a healthy tone for the rest of the day. And if plain water feels a little too boring, you can always add a splash of lemon for some extra flavor. What's interesting is that many people, especially as they age, don't feel thirsty in the morning, so they skip drinking water. But that's actually one of the reasons why you can feel sluggish. Just like stretching, hydration is a simple habit that has a huge impact on how you feel. So, try making it a rule to have a glass of water first thing in the morning. You'll be surprised how much it can change the way you feel throughout the day. Okay, now that you're stretched and hydrated, let's talk about something that has a big influence on how we feel and stay independent: breakfast. When you're over 70, it's easy to skip meals or eat things that don't give you the energy and nutrients you need. But the reality is that a nutritious breakfast is one of the best ways to set yourself up for success for the entire day. Breakfast doesn't need to be fancy or time-consuming, but it should include some protein, healthy fats, and fiber to keep your energy steady and your mind sharp. For example, instead of reaching for a sugary cereal or a simple piece of toast, try something like oatmeal with nuts, seeds, and a few berries. Or you could make a quick smoothie with some yogurt, a banana, spinach, and a handful of almonds. If you prefer eggs, scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado can give you a great balance of protein and healthy fats. Eating something balanced in the morning helps stabilize your blood sugar levels so you don't have those energy crashes later in the day. Now, this doesn't mean you have to start eating a gourmet breakfast every day. It's more about making mindful choices that help fuel your body. And just as with stretching and hydration, this little habit can make a big difference in your energy levels, your metabolism, and even your mood. So far, we've talked about 3 key habits you can easily include in your morning routine: stretching, drinking water, and eating a healthy breakfast. But there's one more thing that's just as important when it comes to staying independent: mental well-being. And that's exactly what we'll dive into in the next part. Now that we've covered the physical side of things, stretching, hydration, and eating a balanced breakfast, it's time to turn our attention to something just as important: mental well-being. Staying sharp and focused as you age is crucial for maintaining your independence, and the good news is, There are simple things you can do each morning to help keep your mind active and engaged. Point one of the best ways to boost your brain health in the morning is through a practice that's often overlooked: mindfulness. This doesn't mean you have to meditate for hours or sit in silence for long periods. A few minutes of mindful breathing or a short moment of reflection can do wonders for reducing stress and boosting your mental clarity. You've probably heard the word mindfulness before, but what exactly does it mean? Mindfulness is essentially about being fully present in the moment. It's about taking a pause and tuning in to how you feel, without judgment or distraction. This could mean simply sitting in a comfortable spot with your eyes closed for a minute, breathing deeply, and focusing on your breath. If your mind starts to wander, that's okay. Just gently bring your attention back to your breathing. You can even pair this practice with your morning stretch routine. Stretch, breathe, and focus on how your body feels. It's a great way to clear your head, reduce stress, and set the stage for a more focused day. You don't need to have any experience with meditation to start incorporating mindfulness into your mornings. If sitting still sounds difficult, you can also practice mindfulness while you do other things. For example, when you're drinking that glass of water, really pay attention to how it feels as it goes down. Notice the temperature, the sensation of hydration, and how it makes your body feel more awake. Or, if you're eating breakfast, savor each bite. Appreciate the taste and texture of the food, and notice how it fuels you. Mindfulness is not only a great way to reduce stress, but it also helps keep your brain sharp by improving focus and attention. And when you're able to stay more present throughout the day, you'll find that your mind feels clearer and more energetic. So, next time you wake up, give yourself a few minutes to practice being mindful and aware, and notice how it helps you feel more grounded and focused. Another great way to support your mental health in the morning is by making it a habit to engage in some form of mental exercise. This doesn't mean you have to solve complicated puzzles or read heavy books, but doing something that challenges your brain can help improve your cognitive function. This could be as simple as reading a book or newspaper for 10 to 15 minutes, doing a crossword puzzle, or playing a game that stimulates your brain. The idea is to keep your mind active and engaged, which in turn helps with memory retention, problem solving, and overall mental agility. The best part about mental exercises is that they don't have to take up a lot of time. Just a short session in the morning can help kickstart your cognitive function for the day. And there's no shortage of options. Whether you enjoy word games, learning something new, or even practicing a new language, there's something out there that can suit your interests and help challenge your mind. In addition to all the obvious benefits for your brain, these activities also help you feel more accomplished and mentally stimulated right at the start of the day. Instead of just rushing through your morning routine, these little mental exercises give you something to focus on, making you feel more engaged and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Now, let's talk about one more important aspect of staying independent and mentally sharp: setting a positive intention for the day. This might sound a little new age to some, but it's a simple habit that can have a profound impact on how you approach your day. Setting a positive intention in the morning is a way of guiding your thoughts and actions throughout the day. It's about choosing how you want to feel, what kind of mindset you want to carry with you, and what you want to focus on. For example, you could say to yourself, "Today, I choose to focus on what I can do, not what I can't," or "I'm going to enjoy the little moments today." By setting a clear, positive intention, you're programming your mind to be more optimistic and resilient, which can make a big difference in how you handle challenges throughout the day. It doesn't have to be a grand statement, just something simple that helps you stay focused on the positive. When you start your day with a positive intention, you're also laying the groundwork for resilience. You might face challenges or tough moments later, but if you've already set yourself up with the mindset of positivity, you're more likely to approach those moments with a calm and clear head. And staying calm and positive is a huge part of maintaining your independence, no matter your age. Whether you're stretching your body, hydrating, nourishing yourself with a good breakfast, practicing mindfulness, or setting a positive intention. Your morning routine has the power to set the tone for your entire day. These simple habits don't take a lot of time, but they can have a profound impact on your energy, your mindset, and your overall well-being. Now that we've explored how to start your day physically and mentally strong, we're going to take it a step further by looking at another important piece of the puzzle: the role of social connections and staying engaged with others. Stay tuned as we dive into the power of social interaction in the next part. At this point, we've covered some essential habits that help keep you physically and mentally sharp as you age: stretching, staying hydrated, eating a nourishing breakfast, practicing mindfulness, and setting a positive intention for the day. But there's one more element to add to the equation if you want to stay truly independent and feel fulfilled as you grow older: maintaining strong social connections. It's easy to overlook, but having a strong social network can make all the difference in how we feel, both emotionally and physically. You've probably heard that we're social creatures, and there's a good reason why this idea is so widely accepted. Humans are wired for connection. In fact, studies have shown that maintaining meaningful social interactions can improve everything from mental health to physical well-being. Socializing can reduce feelings of loneliness, help combat depression, and even improve your heart health. But as we get older, it can sometimes become more difficult to stay socially active. Family members might live far away, friends might be dealing with their own health issues, and it might feel like your circle has gotten a bit smaller. However, staying connected doesn't have to be a monumental task. It can be as simple as a short phone call, a video chat, or even an in-person visit with a neighbor or friend. The key is consistency and intention. Each morning, think about who you'd like to connect with during the day. It might be a friend you haven't talked to in a while or a family member you'd like to catch up with. Making these connections a priority, even if it's just for a few minutes, can boost your mood and help you feel more supported and engaged with the world around you. In fact, social engagement can be a big motivator for keeping active. For example, you might meet a friend for a walk, attend a local community event, or join a social group that gathers regularly. Whether it's a knitting club, a book club, or a gardening group, having something to look forward to can make a huge difference in your sense of purpose and vitality. These social activities encourage movement, mental stimulation, and a sense of belonging, all of which are key to staying independent. One of the wonderful things about social connections is that they can work both ways. Not only can you benefit from the support and joy of others, but by offering your time, attention, and care, you also enrich the lives of those around you. Helping others, whether it's volunteering at a local charity, offering a listening ear to a friend, or helping a neighbor with their groceries, can make you feel needed and valued. It reinforces your sense of purpose and reminds you that you have much to offer, no matter your age. Another powerful way to stay connected is through technology. If you haven't already, consider exploring video calls, online meetups, or even social media platforms that allow you to stay in touch with family and friends. I know that technology can sometimes feel intimidating, especially if you didn't grow up with smartphones or computers. But you don't have to be tech-savvy to enjoy the benefits of video chatting or staying in touch via messaging apps. These tools can help bridge the gap between you and loved ones, especially if they live far away or have busy schedules. Even if you're just starting out, there are plenty of resources and people who are happy to guide you in learning these new technologies. With just a little practice, you might find that video calls with family members become a regular part of your routine, bringing you joy and reducing feelings of isolation. And the best part is that you can connect with people from the comfort of your home, no matter where they are. In addition to staying in touch with friends and family, engaging in new social experiences can also help expand your horizons. Maybe you've always wanted to learn something new, like painting, cooking, or even a new language. Local community centers or online platforms often offer courses for seniors, which are not only fun and stimulating but also a great way to meet new people. These kinds of activities can also keep your brain engaged and sharp while providing opportunities for socializing. And who knows? You might even discover a hidden talent or passion that you never knew you had. As we near the end of this video, it's important to remember that staying independent isn't just about physical strength or mental clarity. It's about building a life that feels fulfilling and connected. The habits we've talked about today, stretching, hydration, a nutritious breakfast, mindfulness, setting intentions, and staying socially active, are all pieces of the puzzle that work together to help you feel more capable, more energetic, and more engaged with the world. Remember, you don't have to make all of these changes overnight. Start small and gradually incorporate one or two of these habits into your morning routine. Over time, you'll begin to notice improvements in how you feel, both physically and mentally, and you'll likely find that you have more energy, more confidence, and more joy in your day-to-day life. Staying independent after 70 is all about making choices that prioritize your health, well-being, and happiness. It's about being proactive in taking care of yourself, staying mentally active, and nurturing relationships that keep you engaged and supported. Small habits can have a huge impact on your quality of life, and it's never too late to start. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to give yourself credit for the steps you're taking. Every small effort counts. Here's to living your best life, no matter your age. Remember, you have the power to stay strong, independent, and fulfilled, and it all starts with the choices you make each morning. If you found these tips helpful, I'd love to hear how you're making these changes in your own life. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. And of course, if you want more tips on how to stay healthy, active, and independent as you age, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Here's to your continued independence, health, and happiness.